very short example about how to report your results. I know you have a very short time to do this. My purpose is not that you read all of these articles to understand how the author is doing the results analysis and report, but just want to exemplify what I told you before in the meeting. So you may realize, for example, in this article that is also about learning and motivational development, that the author aims to understand the impact of the LCA game on both learning and motivation of university students. So as in your TFG, you can perfectly see how the author has developed all what you have done, describing his innovation, the state of art, and everything. So we go to the results. You can see it's very similar to your work. So what I'm really interesting to, what you can see the different sections also if you want to retake anything that can be interesting for you to include. For example, some of you, I remember that got the feedback that you were not describing who were the participants, so probably you can consider also this. But it's just if you want to polish your work and make it more professional. But this is what really cares. The section of results. If you see, results section is structured into parts according to what the researcher is interesting the reader understand. Is these are the results, so the learning aspects. So you can perfectly see how the learning aspects is what really cares to describe in the results section. Another description of the questionnaire. So you have to do the same. Focus on what you really want the reader to understand that your intervention is changing or your design is changing. So for example, if it is changing the awareness of FOMO, so you may describe here everything related with the FOMO, how the FOMO changes. You can see this is a very well professional statistics thing. So you will not do something like this, but you can probably exemplify your results, your findings with graphs or with tables, sometimes charts or summarizing histogramas in Spanish. So these tables with the numbers and the percentage can be also useful. So not everything is limited to graphs, but also you can insert the histogramas. Then you have here the second variable that is motivational aspects, and the motivational aspects are also described, and that's it. So this is a very short section, some way, because this has to do also with an article. It's not necessary for you to be short, but not also longer. So you have to consider what is really important to communicate in your paper. As your TFG. A second example could be this one. This is also a thing related with application things. So here the objective. Our objective was to design, develop, and test usability, feasibility, compliance, and satisfaction of a game smartphone pain assessment tool for adolescents with cancer. Actually, when addressing an objective, this is what I was also mentioning, Adrian, that it's important to have something that your game aims to do. So design, but this is a general objective, so you can also perfectly find there are some specific objectives that you can find in the aim to design and develop, the gamification project. So here in articles, most of the times the authors mention the general objective, but what you can perfectly see reflected also in the results section has to do with the specific objective. So let's go to the results sections. So here are the results sections. This is very similar to what you have done. So discussion. No, let me see. Okay, I went. Okay, for example, in the results. Sometimes results can be more interesting also if you provide some information related to the participants. So for example, as these authors did. So they reported who were the participants, if they were female, they were male. This is only descriptive information to communicate the general data of the participants. Sometimes some of you did it in the method part. It can be also included in the method part, but if you decide also to bring this information to the results section, so you can bring it too. What else? You can see here a perfectly elaborated chart because this is a study which measures different variables and with different statistical measures. So you probably may provide information regarding with the gender and the sex, and that's it, no? And you can also imagine what other information you can include, but I think you don't have more anything about the descriptive characteristics. So what here you can see is that the author is describing the results in every phase. So describing by phase in this experimental study is useful because this is like the way of development and implementing. This can be also other way to report the results, what happened in every phase, and this is also another interesting way to communicate results. So, well, this is a qualitative study, so you won't find any statistics, but you will find extracts from interviews that the researcher conducted, but it is exactly the same. If you can see, the researcher is not reporting all the information of the interviews, but the most important excerpts from the interview. So the excerpts or the graphs or anything is just bring here to the results section to illustrate what you mean for these results, but you don't bring the results, all the results, because the sections, this results section is not about what you found in the interview, it's what really communicates the most important thing concerning your results. This is it. So hope you can find this useful. You can ask questions, so you can send your drafts, your result drafts to my email, and I can make a quick check to give you any feedback. Thank you and bye.